evening everyone and welcome to 7th Gear Racing. Tonight we're at Belgium for round 8 here at Spa-Francorchamps. First qualifying, but after that 22 laps of this glorious racetrack. As we can see, it's dry for now, which I'm sure the drivers will be loving. Not too sure what the race conditions are like yet, but yeah, it's I think we're in for a good one after last week. Lots of action. We had, Thomas and Fury down the points. I should say out the points should be for most of the race, and then Thomas managed to snatch 10th, and Fury was 6th in the end. So it's keeping the championship fight nice and tight at the front. And I seem to have lost sound. There we go. So then, first on the track is Zeno, who is, I believe, making his Tier 1 debut tonight. Very fast driver, Zeno, so we'll see if he can keep up with the Tier 1 drivers. So obviously he's a Tier 2 driver, but we'll see how he gets on tonight. With that been for tonight, so standings, we have Rapier. He unfortunately, this would have been his home Grand Prix, but unfortunately he's missing tonight. We've got RL Paul, who's in for him tonight. We've got Michelangelo in the Red Bull. We've got Zeno, of course, in the Racing Point. He's stepping in for Verstappen. And in the Williams, we have Finley, and we have Vaughan, who's stepping in for Lucy. And as you can see, a lot of the drivers, three of the drivers have selected medium tyre so far. So looking for the one stop, because usually around here, it is usually, even though it's only 22 laps on 50%, the two stop is usually the way to go. But we've seen over the last couple of races that a guaranteed two stop doesn't always work out. And so we saw Alec last week take his first victory of the season, doing a very clever one-stop, holding off the advances of Vince Saban Legendary. As Zeno starts his first flying lap on the mediums. He's obviously feeling brave. See how... Oh, we haven't got DRS open. Unless that's the game glitched. But so then, we didn't race here in Season 2. Season 1, pole time was actually set by Psycho Swish for 1:41.899. We'll see if the guys can beat that tonight. Season 1 results, it was Thomas who came away with the victory when we were here last time. Psycho Swish finished second, and Mr. Jake owner himself, was on the third step of the podium. Other things to look out for tonight: Vince David has finished on the podium in both his starts so far here in Tier 1. We've got Legendary and Thomas. We've had 7 races. This is obviously race 8, and out of the 7 races so far, Legendary and Thomas have both finished on the podium 5 times out of the 7 races. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, Addy winning last week, he was actually the 5th different winner of the season. So 5 winners in 5 different winners in the 7 first races. Yeah. Of course, also Thomas and Fury both looking for their 3rd win of the season, as Vaughan sets a 1:44.615, so a good 3 seconds off the off what you think the ultimate pace would be, as Epic Shotgun sets a 43.9 on those mediums. Let's have a look, see who's out here. As Fury Knights sets a 141.901. So, 0.002 behind, well, yeah, 0.002 behind the last pole time here. So, very competitive lap right off the bat there from Fury. And you imagine as the time progresses and the track evolution happens, you can imagine that time may come down. As we see Thomas out, he's out early. He's usually doesn't come out this early for his first run, but obviously with Spa being such a long track, it's important to get at least one banker lap in. Who else we got? We got Legendary across the line. What does he do? Oh, he goes provisional pole. Fantastic lap there. 141.885. So there we go. Legendary, the first driver to beat last season. Well, the last race pole time. Interesting stuff. Who else we got on the lap? We got Pro Gamer. Oh, he's gone off there. Go on. Of course, track like Spa, pretty much a lot of drivers' favourites. Track 17 corners, each one unique and different. You know, from turn 1 at the source, you've got Eau Rouge through to Radion. You've got turn 5 at the Com. Turn 7 isn't really a big deal, but then even you got Rivage down at turn 8, the downhill braking hairpin, which is very hard to get right. You've got everyone's favourite corner Puon, the double left-hander. And of course you've got the fast left-hander, very tricky in the wet conditions, Vanchemont. And then of course you've got the chicane at the end. Hopefully one day they'll bring back the old bust-up chicane, because unfortunately this new one doesn't really live up to what that used to bring to us. Who else we got? So Alex just started his lap. Vince is 29.8. So let's just follow Jake for a little bit. Let's see what he does. Very early with the upshift. Oh no, he's inverted his lap, so that'll be why he's going slow. He's in the pits. So then, let's have a look at Alex. What can he do as a sector 1? 30.0. And as Vince comes round into the bus stop, let's see what kind of lap he can do. He'll want to win tonight after messing out last week. Let's see what he does. 53.7. That's well, he's obviously made a mistake there because he's 12 seconds off the pace. So unfortunately for him, that's a set of tyres burned. He'll obviously have to come in and set a new lap. Will Jake go again? Has he got enough fuel, or will he come into the pits? No, he's into the pits. So then, let's follow Alec then, shall we? As he comes from Kirkle-Ferry. Here we go then. Up the steep hill. Go. Blanchemont just coming up right now. It looks easy, but it's so tricky in the wet conditions. As he comes into the final chicane. .42.0, which puts him in 3rd place. So a good lap there from Alex. He'll be pleased with that. Got Finley on his out lap. Where did Thomas go? I didn't even see Thomas. I completely ignored him. As he sets a 141.6. Fantastic lap from Thomas. That is definitely the benchmark that Legendary and Fury will want to aim for. We got any other on lap? Paul's gone out on mediums. It's very brave from Paul. Maybe let's see what he can do in the mediums. He's the only one out there. Everyone has set a time. And the softs. There we go. Right then. So. A bit deep going into that one. Let's see what we can do. 43.8. So it puts him in 10th. So he's behind Zeno currently. And we've still got a good 8 drivers who haven't set a lap yet. One of those is Pro Gamer, who is going down the back straight on the way to Lecom. We've got Michelangelo, who's just gone through Lecom. We've got Safe Master just gone around the last corner. Oh, that's going to be a slow lap. 43.0 puts him in 9th. Not too bad, but almost a second half off the pace. Who else we got? Finley, no. Let's stay with Michelangelo, shall we? Great drive from Michelangelo last week. Unfortunately, we missed his debut in the league because obviously I couldn't stream. So we'll see what kind of lap time he can set tonight. He's not one of the fastest, but on his day, he's definitely one of the most consistent. Oh, as I say, he's one of the most consistent. He had a big tank slap around the final corner. I apologise for that one, Michelangelo. That was my fault. Right then, who else we got? Let's stay on board with Pro Gaming, shall we? He's showing a lot of potential. I remember back in Netherlands where he should have won that race really, but twice he made 2 safety car decisions which really screwed his race really. He'll want to be on the pace tonight to show what he can do. And he sets a 1:42.2. So that puts him up into 7th. I'm sure he'll want to do better tonight. Better than that, as Fury Night improves, 1:41.7. I wonder. Oh, another tank stop. I wonder if he'll. He's a 10 behind Thomas, so I wonder if he'll want to. It looks like he's still going fast, but it looks like he's intent on getting back to the pits and put on a fresh set. Yeah, he doesn't have got enough fuel because the red light's flashing. Anyone else in the fastest lap? Epic Shotgun currently in 6th. How about Fitzy? How's he doing? Well, according to the timing, he's 6 temps up. There's Elite Rest retires down there at 19th. Often not something like that. Ooh, a lot of curb there from Fitzy. Let's see what he can do. Very easy to lose it around there. And he sets off 42.1, which puts him up into 6th position. Not a bad. Right, and Vince, you can see, improved and is up into. Well, he's 3rd. And he's coming out on another set of softs, which are apparently, well, he's done 3 laps, I should say. Anyone else? Did Finley not do a lap? He is on a lap. What about Kay Gorniak? He's been a bit quiet tonight. Hasn't set a lap yet. Big Stu still in the pits. And Jake, he'll want to set a lap after invalidating his first one. Let's see if he can put a competitive time in. 42.6, which moves him up into 9th position, which really, if you're going to be 9th, you might as well try and be 11th to start on these mediums. And aim for the 1 stop. You get Zeno there on that out lap. He is now out on the softs. So he will want to start in that top 10. You got Paul still in the pits. I wonder what he's going to do. As we're joining Kay Gorniak as he enters the final chicane. Let's see what kind of time he can do. It's looking pretty good. And he sets a 42.2. Up into 7th for Kay Gorniak. I wonder if Thomas and Fury are going to come out again. Thomas will probably think he's comfortable, but you never can tell, really, can you? Especially with Fury Nights, and you got Vince around, you got Legendary, you got Addict, all in the mix. You got all these drivers in the 42s. Anyone on the fast one? Vaughan, we haven't seen him tonight, as he sets a 1:44.6 for his first lap. So now his second lap. This will be his second flying lap. And Stu's still in the pits. I wonder if he's watching football. So on track, we've got Vince who's just started his lap. Oh, that was so close to being invalidation, wasn't it? Radion Oru, so easy to invalidate your lap going through there. Just, you know, if you're not perfect through there, you've invalidated. So expect to see a few penalties tonight. Sparking those tracks where it's very easily done. Anyone else on a fast lap? Kagorniak, it looks like he's on another fast lap. But no, he's not. He's 2 seconds down. Anyone else on the fast lap? Finley, He's set at 144.2. See how Vaughan's doing, shall we? As he comes close to the second sector. He is, well, he's 3 tenths down in his own time. So, and there's a yellow flag out. Is that one of the winners going slow ahead? But it looks like Vaughan has he's abandoned that lap. Obviously not happy. Stu finally comes out the pits for an out lap. Let's see if Stu can get anywhere near the top 10 tonight. As Paul is now come out on a set of softs. When you're that far down in mediums, you might as well. And Zeno, it looks like he didn't set a lap in those softs. So he's still down there in 15th position. As Vince, provisional pole, what a lap! 141.488. What a mega lap that is. And you can see Thomas and Fury both on an out lap. Thomas is slightly ahead, so he will get his lap in first. And you can see from second to sixth all out. Okay, Gorniak, bit late for him to come out, so I doubt he'll come out. Of course, the timings are usually a bit screwed on my side, so I'll have to see what happens. Paul starts his lap on softs. Let's see. We'll just follow him through over Rouge and Radion here, and we'll take him through to the first section and see if he's improves. Obviously, you've only got that one corner, so he might not improve so much on the softs. But let's see what he does. So half a tenth up. But sectors 2 and 3 is where you make it up on these tyres. Paul. Nice down ramp one. Let's see what set this. There you go, look at that, 8 tenths up. So currently that will put him in a 43.0, which will actually only put him up to, well, 14th position. So he'll want another couple of tenths out of that to move him nearer to the top 10. As you can see Jake there and sitting there 11th in the perfect position for the one stop. And Paul rounds the last corner. And he sets a 142.6. Look at that, 1.2 seconds faster. So he's there just behind Jake. Right then, the leaders. Where are they? Thomas is just coming around Paul on. Fury Knights just going around that corner, which always Rivage. I always forget the corner names around Spa. As Paul and Leader both retire from the session, just to quick things up. Fury Knights. Oh, look at that. He's 3 tenths up, Mr. Legendary. So, he's the first one of the leaders to set a lap. Let's see what he can do. Can he get close to that pole time? Oh, he does! He takes provisional pole. What a lap from Legendary. 41.4. Does anyone else have an answer? As you can see, Vince. He's slower. He's currently down. What about Thomas? Thomas. Oh dear, Thomas doesn't go faster. What about Fury Knights? What does Fury Knights do? Thomas down to 4th position. And he's on the provisional pole. 41.2. Phenomenal lap. Fury Knights then. What can he do? 2nd. Wow. It's close at the front. Anyone else? Vince. Oh, and that's... Oh. And that's into the tyre barrier for him. Anyone else? What about Fitzy? He's 30, well, according to the Delta, he's 31 seconds down, so I'm not too sure he'll be able to thingy. As Epic Shotgun climbs his way up to 6th. Pro Gamer 9th, he's done for the day. Fitz in 10th. Looks like he has just up the lap. Jake down in 12th now. Safe Master in that 11th position. Anyone else on a flyer? The top 6. There you go, fishing into the pit. So really, Looks like Michelangelo and Vaughan in the final two to really set it up if they can. And Michelangelo looks like he's knocked his wing. So he'll be coming into the pits. Yeah, he does. What about Vaughan then? Nope, he's going slow. So it looks like that is your order for the race. And we have Addict on pole. Phenomenal lap. 41.2, that's 6/10 of a second faster than what they set here in season 1. Ooh, and Thomas was in that race as well. So, wow. Thomas down in 5th position, he's under pressure. Oh. And so as we wait for qualifying finish, if we look at the championship standings, we currently have Thomas, who's still in 1st place on 101 points. He is 4 points ahead of Legendary. And he is 2 points ahead of Fury. So you've got Thomas on 101, Legendary 97, Fury on 95. So very close, 6 points separating the top 3 drivers. And obviously we've got Thomas qualified there in 5th. Oh, there we go. So, race qualifying rundown. Alec then, on pole. Fantastic lap from him. Fury Knights, 2nd position. Legendary, 3rd. Vince, 4th. 5th for Thomas. And then another half a second to the other guys. Epic Shotgun, good lap from him. Into 6th. Fitzy in 7th. Kegorniak up there in 8th. Pro Gamer 9th. Fitz 10th. We got Safe Master in 11th. Jake 12th. Paul 13th, Legion Driver 14th, Michelangelo 15th, Zeno 16th, Vaughan 17th, Finley 18th. We got Big Stu down in 19th, having not set a time, and Elite Risk, another one who didn't set a time. So yeah, back to the standings. The top 3 separated by 6 points, and then Kegorniak is 25 points off in 4th place on 7th, and Addict today's pole is on 60 points. So then, there'll hopefully be a couple of minutes break. And I will have a look. We'll do the quick. So obviously that's the driver standings. Constructors, we've got obviously Mercedes are actually first on 116 points. McLaren on 105. We've got Alpha 101, Renault 97, and Alpha Tauri in 5th place with 83 points. So constructors looking close as well. So we've got a great championship going on here. And Jake says he already up at 21:02. So it looks like we've got about 4 minutes to have a break before we get into things and get into the exciting race. As we do that, I will close my window. Right then, let's have a quick peek at the race director to see if the bottom 10 have given away their strategies. So far we've got Vaughan, Paul, Legion Driver and Michelangelo intending to start on the mediums as Finley just switches as well. Top 10 of course will be starting on the softs. I'd be surprised if Safe Master and Jake do that. But we've seen it could be possible to do a one stop, do a soft on the hards. But then, as we sort of added last week, it's very easy to, if you're looking after your tyres, one stop's very possible for the top 10 as well tonight. Hopefully we'll see a two stop, because then we might see some racing and overtaking. Bit more strategy. So then, chat, who is going to win the race? So in the chat, we've got one vote for Thomas to win the race. It's going to be close, isn't it? It's going to be very close. As we draw closer to 2 minutes past 9. I'm going to curse it now, but so far, no technical difficulties. And now so that you know something's going to get messed up. Of course, we got a short sprint to turn 1 here, so we could see a lot of noses get injured here. A bit like last week. We saw both Thomas and Fury lose their wings, which of course opened up the race. And here we go then. I believe Jake has readied up. So the race will start in the next 30 seconds. Oh, I'm excited for this one. I don't know if I'm sweating from the sun or sweating from the anticipation of the race. And if you listen carefully, we'll be able to hear the countdown for the last 10 seconds. Here we go then, as the 5 lights come on. And we are... Go! Got a long one there, and it looks like Alex got a great start from pole position. Fury Knight keeps that second. But no, Fury Knight actually goes into the lead temporarily, but Alex keeps that first place. We've got a yellow flag already, and Jake's retired. Something's happened to Jake back there. It looks like he's been hit into the wall. We've got carnage at the back. We've got penalties already. And we have a safety car. Well, so Zeno's got, oh dear, we've got driver sitting in the safety car. That's not what we want to see. What a shame for Jake. Oh. What I'll do is, while we sort the safety car, I'll see if Jake wants to jump in the comms. So we've got Alex who's got a right, hang on, let's sort this out then quickly. Position change, let's do enable track map. Right, but in a second I'm just going to invite Jake, so now I can actually have a co-commentator tonight. So we've got penalties, so it looks like Alex has hit someone in the safety car. It looks like, well, let's go to race director quickly. So it looks like a lot of people have hit each other. So yeah, it looks like Vaughn's hit Legion Driver. Legion Driver's hit Vaughn. Big Stu hit Elite Risk. Got Zeno and Paul. Addict hit Vince. So yeah, maybe Vince went into the back of Addict. But welcome, Jake. It's a bit of a short race for yourself. Oh, what do you mean? Is your voice not? Ah, oh, for God's sake. Well, I don't think it's worth reinstalling Twitch as we're kind of already in the race. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just sort this out, shall we? No? Ah, oh, that's a shame. Damn it. Well, big news. It does look like Vince was the one that hit Vadik because Vince is pitted and he's put the hards on. So I wonder if he'll try and go to the end of the race, which is it's very possible. As Vaughn pits as well to probably get rid of that 5 seconds. It's a shame for Addict because obviously he's going to have to serve that 5 seconds when he comes into his mandatory pit. As you can see, the game thinks that everyone's going to go for a one-stop strategy. Well, I would say describe your action, Jake, but no one can hear you. What happened? Did you get squeezed into turn 1? Excellent. So shut it from the back, light contact, and your wheel come off. Fantastic. Right then, so we've got one of the front runners already down the back of the grid. I feel sorry for Addict. I mean, we might have to take 5 seconds of his race time. Because he's going to have to serve that no matter what, because he's obviously got a pit. Yeah. Well, the safety car, we're on lap 2, so the safety car will probably stay out another lap. No, the safety car's coming in. So 2 laps, they've obviously cleaned your car away, Jake. What you can do, just you can stay in the car if you want, and just let me know any battles that I'm not watching, just in case I miss any. Then we can get as much racing as possible. As Fury, in effect, becomes the safety car. As they all bunch up, I wonder if we can get anyone hitting each other. Zeno's doesn't seem to have a split time for the whole race, so that's going to be fun if he doesn't get a split. Not going to know how far he is ahead or behind drivers. Right then, let's look at the front. Fury hasn't gone yet. The safety car is in, so Fury can go anytime he wants. He's still warming up these tyres. You can't really tell when he's going because I've got the gear glitch, so I can't really tell. And off he goes. Oh, he's got the jump on Addict, and Addict is left wandering as legendary. Could make a move here. Nope. The top 5 still going as Epix. He's already a second behind. He was snoozing. A lot of drivers snoozing by the looks of it. And Zeno is lapped down in 10th position. Excellent. As we see a few drivers change position. Vince has got past Finley. Looks like, is that Finley? No, it's still got his win. And Fitz is retired. Is that our first casualty into Overage and Radion? It looks like it was just before. Yeah, can't really tell. But on the track map, it's right at the bottom of Eau Rouge. So, interesting. No safety car just yet. Very interesting indeed. It's a very awkward place to lose a wheel. Maybe he got squashed. I have no idea. Either way, we still have Fury Knights out in the lead. I'm gonna hate going his car time. It's got that gear glitch and it's so annoying. How many years has Codemasters been doing this? Where it's just so annoying. It puts me right off. As Fury Knight has now dropped Anik outside that 1 second. And as I say that, it goes down to 8 tenths. So the front 4 still as they were. Fitz keeping up in Fitz places up for second behind Thomas. They've already opened up a 2 second gap on Kagornia. But Kangorniak was where did he start in the end? He's got 2 places. So the big winner from the start at the moment is Zeno, up 7th places into the points. But of course he's got that 5 seconds to. Vince, obviously the biggest loser. Well, he's down in 12th, but of course Vince has already done his stop. So if he can stretch those tyres, then he will be looking very good for a solid. I mean, the pace he showed last week, I wouldn't count him out for the win. His next victim, I should say, is Paul. He's dropped 2.5 seconds to Paul, and Addict is less than half a second. He hasn't got DRS just yet, so he's just using the natural slipstream that these cars give off at the moment. We've got Legion Driver in, I have to say, it's 10th second to 9th because everyone seems to have moved up. I think, unfortunately, we've got a bit of a timing glitch here as Stu pits. It says Zeno is now a lap down in 18th position, but on track he's actually in 9th, I believe, or 10th. Yeah, but I don't know if it's the same on yours, but yeah, you can see is the 18th on yours as well, like on the time screens. Yep, thanks Codemasters. Still not letting the Americans race with us Europeans with their lovely servers. So then. Oh yeah, so there you go, Fitz side-by-side moment, going for a Rouge, and unfortunately that was the end of his day, as we should now see DRS be activated, and Addict will have that, so I wonder if we'll see Addict try and make the first move, as now you can see a couple of people have now dropped outside that 1 second threshold. Addict and Legendary are still in it, so they're going to get that. I wonder how much. Look at that. Addict already down. He's at 30% ERS. What's Fury on? Fury's in the 50, so he's got a lot more to play than Addict. Is that a game glitch, or is he just in overtake mode for the whole bit? I think he is, He's already down to 10%, as he's going right for this move straight away. He's got the DRS. He's down to 3 tenths, 2 tenths. When he make the move, Fury covers that inside position as we go to the lovely camera angle. No, Fury keeps it. So good defending there. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 3. Is that Stu having a little accident by himself at the back there? I think Stu needs another safety car by the looks of things. Zeno is now only 1 minute and 25 behind now, rather than a lap. So interesting times ahead. As we see Vince in 11th place on these hards. As we are getting phantom yellow flags. Great, thank you. That's going to confuse me, isn't it? So as I was just saying, Vince, 11th position on those hards, and he's got a little bit of a clear track ahead of him. So, as I said earlier, it's definitely not within the realms of possibility. He could still win this race, Vince. Of course, the top 5, top 6, they will probably all go into the mediums. Looks like Elite risks having connection issues again, unfortunately. I think that blighted him last week as well, didn't it? As you can see, Addict has now fallen out of his second gap, and now he's got Legendary all over him. So we could see Legendary. Yeah, he's been saving it. I think Addict's been pushing it to try and keep up, and Thomas, really, he's I don't want to say Thomas is nowhere because that's dangerous, but he's not really making any inroads. He's over a second behind. But let's follow Legendary, shall we? As he goes through Oru and Radion. And now the approach to Lacombe. He has the DRS open. He's using the DRS. Addict keeps the race in line, and Legendary with an easy pass and comes back over to take that line. We've got a virtual safety car as we've Legion Driver. Is that yes, it is. Oh, yep. I said in qualifying. There will likely be a couple of incidents. Unfortunately, Legion Driver, the second driver of the day to succumb to the Eau Rouge Radion section. They all love it, don't they? So the first VSC of the day, we've had one safety car. We've now had one VSC. So I wonder if Legendary will now be able to close the gap on Fury as the VSC ends. Let's see, Addict Zero is only back up to about 40%, so it's still running a bit low. Fury's got his up to about 80% now. And what can Thomas do? Will Thomas do anything? He definitely needs a better showing after last week in Abu Dhabi, where he wasn't really on the pace and he had a really messy race, didn't he? Yeah, he is our championship leader, of course. And as it stands, as Thomas overtakes Addict, and Addict is in the pits for an undercut. He will, of course, have to serve those 5 seconds as well, so the field are all bunched up, so he'll probably still come out in about 14th position here. I imagine he'll come out Stu, as we also see Keg... it's flashing before my eyes. Kegoniak pits. God, I can't see it. It's changing too fast. Fiercely Kegoniak, Michelangelo, Addict, all in the pits. Zeno pits as well. I'm not sure what position he's in, but he's now going backwards in the pit lane. that's one. That's one for the Twitch clips. Not as good as Yoshi. Not as good as Yoshi driving on 2 wheels, but yeah. Right then. So all the drivers that have pitted have gone on to the medium tyres. We've got Paul, first of the medium tyre runners, up there in 6th position. He'll be looking to have a good result here in Tier 1. Addict, as predicted, he's actually now fallen behind K. Gorniak with that 5-second penalty as well. So Addict, through no fault of his own, looks like he's could be out of a podium position here. Unfortunate for him, but and Stu's DNF'd. Is that yep, another another victim for Eau Rouge and Radion as we get the second VSC of the day. Be nice to get a couple of laps of racing here, lads. Come on. I know it's Spa. But yeah, we'll see. As Fury Knights will pit, I imagine that others will pit as well. This for them is basically a free pit stop. I'm sure Epic will come in as well. This is got a pit. He does. Safe Master stays out, so Safe Master inherits the race lead. The pit window is now open. But yeah, Fury Knights will be delighted with that. As Stu, of course, Stu's retirement, his teammate benefits as well. So look, you can see that. Look how far he is ahead of Addict already. Oh no! Did he speed under the safety? Oh, Addict's got to drive through. Oh, what a nightmare race for Addict. Oh dear. I wonder if that's a glitch or he's just yeah. Another race to forget, unfortunately, for Addict. Yeah, look. I mean, like he's well. I mean, like you can see, he's very far behind. So Legendary almost go for a move there on Paul. And Safe Master still out there in the lead. And those old softs. Vince, there you go, look, Vince up into 3rd. As Zeno gets a 5-second penalty for a collision with Paul. Are they near? Are they near each other on the track? Are they not? That is, and now Zeno's got a drive-through penalty. Zeno's now got a drive-through penalty. Yeah, God, Codemasters really don't like Americans, do they? Especially don't like Americans. And that's Safe Master into the wall! We caught that just as I went onto him, and that is lucky to stay in the race, but that's a new nose needed, and he's now got, when he slowed Vince down, no, he lets him pass, so Vince is now for the 2nd place. He's on the hard tyres rather than Fury's mediums, but he is now back up into the podium places. Have we seen Paul up into 3rd as well now? Yeah, and we look like Legendary. Will he go into 1 or will he wait for? Yep, he's biding his time. Paul's got low ERS and Legendary's up to 100% apparently. So, any more accidents around Rouge and Radium today? Already got 4 retirements. 3 of them, I believe, Oh, and Vince. Oh, there you go. Look, as I also mentioned in qualifying, it's easy to get penalties around here. And Vince is his first 3 seconds. As Legendary, bit of an easy move there on Paul. Of course, Paul is in 8-lap tyres as we seem to have yellow flags in all 3 sectors again. I don't understand why the game's suddenly done that. I mean, obviously it's the first time I've streamed in a while, but I don't remember streaming races. So since the beta's come out, we've just got... Yeah. Oh, and Safe Master's retired. So is that... yeah. Yeah, another victim to the pile of bodies there at Eau Rouge. Unlucky for him. As we got a VSC, and the camera still doesn't like me looking at Zeno. Dear me. So technically now Vince is 5 seconds behind Fury. He's got 6 lap older tyres and 5 seconds behind. So that'll be interesting to see if he can do anything like that. Thomas down there in 5th, not really making any inroads just yet. We'll see if he can catch up to Paul. Paul will, of course, get to pit. So Thomas will inherit 4th position. Alec down there in 11th. Well, unlucky race for him. As the yellow flag for sector 3 comes out around that final corner, as it likes to do. And Fitzy, there you go, his first, as he overtakes Finley, he gets his first 3-second time penalty of the day. And there's a yellow flag going over Rouge. There's no one going through there yet. I wonder if it's just preparing us. Let's have a look at Fury as he goes through it, shall we? This is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Pretty much spot on. Perfect. Great stuff there. That's how you go through it. So look at Fitzy. How does Fitzy do it? Yep. Yep, it looks like Finley doing quite well. I don't believe he stopped yet. And Finley has got Kagorniak all over him. As Kagorniak, easy pass there up into centre for him. Have a look at Alex, 13th position. Obviously, he's done that drive-through now, hasn't he? So, yeah. Obviously, he doesn't have to pit again. So, Alex got 12 laps to... let's see what he can do. He's down in 13th. So, again, all the yellows are coming out, distracting me, thinking someone's crashed. But, no, it's going to be one of those races, isn't it? I don't think I've had one of these before, where it's yellow flags everywhere. Usually happens in tier 2, doesn't it? Yep, there you go. The final corner, sector 3. Jesus Christ, come on, Cody, sort it out. It's happening like every... I hope the drivers aren't seeing this, because that would really screw them over if they're seeing this. As Vince has brought that gap down, hasn't he? I think before the last VSC it was 2.5 seconds. It's now 1.8. So he is slowly closing on Fury. Again, he is on the harder tyre, and his tyres are older. So if Vince does get this done, he does. Yeah. Legendary 1.5 behind Vince, settled in. Paul sitting there in full position, yet to stop in full position. Thomas now only 6 tenths behind, so he's definitely caught that up. And let's have a look, see if he can make this easy pass going into. We go through. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there from Thomas going through it, but I'm sure this will be an easy pass going into late comms now as Paul defends the racing line. Thomas moves to the inside. It says Zeno's retired. Has he actually retired? He does. It looks like he's retired around 12-13. I believe that's where Latifi retired in real life. So there you go. Thomas up into 4th position. He is now 3 seconds behind Legendary. I wonder if he'll be able to close that gap. As it stands, I believe Fury Knight, he's only 6 points behind Thomas in the championship. So if it stays like this, Fury Knights will take the lead in the championship. Even if Thomas finished 2nd and Fury Knight wins, Fury Knights will take the lead in the championship. Unfamiliar territory for Thomas. I believe he's probably led every race in the championship, hasn't he, so far? Yeah, so Fury Knight's definitely taking the fight for Thomas. As Legendary is now he's closing the gap slowly, and you see that he's just dropped under that 2nd now, so hopefully he'll be able to get a DRS. Legendary looking good for a podium once again. That'll make it 6 out of 8 races on the podium, if he can keep it up. No penalty yet for Legendary. Legendary is one of the ones that usually does it. And yeah, Vince is definitely... Oh, and Vince into the wall! What was that? I apologise for the high-pitched squeal, but it just looked like he turned right into the wall. I can't explain that. But a safety car has come out, and that... I mean, that... Did you see that, Jake? I mean, that... I'm not sure words. That generally looked like he just turned into the wall. That's so odd. And Vince has left the server. So, he's quit the race and quit the Discord. So I'm not too sure what's happened there. The toys are out of the pram. As it were. Yeah, dear me. Right then, we have our second safety car of the day. That will now nullify all the gaps. So, yeah. That will be good news for Thomas. We'll have a straight fight. I wonder if Paul will pit and try and put on the hards. Or will he go another couple of laps and pit for the softs? I would ask what you do in this situation, Jake, but obviously they can't hear you. So, I'm guessing on the safety car, I think Paul's got to go for hards now, hasn't he? Because obviously the softs won't go 10 laps. Yeah, so Finley as well. He's on 11 lap old tyres. Yeah, good news for Addict though. Good news for Addict. Although he's on soft tyres, so I imagine he might pit again onto the mediums. Although he's just actually, if you look at that, he's only just pitted for softs. So it looks like Addict's going to try and do softs until the end. And if anyone's raced around here, you know how hard it is to take those softs, especially extending around here, due to the long nature of the track. And Fury pits. Fury pits. Now that's definitely surprising. And Thomas follows him in. And Legendary stays out. So, yeah, look at that. So Fury, they're going to softs. This is, wow. Do you know, I have to say, and Paul goes for the hards. I have to say, I did not see this coming. I generally didn't see them pitting again. But Fury Knight has come out on fresh softs, and he will be in second place on Legendary, who's on 4 lap old mediums. So, I mean, this could be interesting, because if those soft tyres do die off towards the end, you could see Legendary... I mean, he'll obviously give up the lead quite early. But we could see Legendary still win this if Fury Knight's tyres go off. He's got to look after those under the safety car. But you never know. Yeah, so it should be okay. But then a lot of these drivers did 3 runs in qualifying, so I don't even know... I don't think these guys have got any fresh tyres. I think Thomas only did 2 runs, he's alright. But I believe Fury did 3 runs in qualifying, which means he won't have any fresh softs. Gap leader, fastest lap, no. Okay, so you've got fast. So fast lap at the moment is actually Vince on a 1:45.6, but obviously he is retired, so he won't be getting the fastest lap. So in the top 10, 45.7. So at the moment, the fastest lap is going to Legendary, but I imagine one of Fury or Thomas will see to that once the race gets going on their fresh softs, or fresh-ish softs, I should say. Is that Elite Risk? Is he AI or is he actually racing? He's ghosted. Yeah. Okay. What country does Elite Risk from? Is he British? Is he? Oh, okay. So I wonder why, because he's British. Yeah, so bad internet. Has he got dial-up still? So most of the cars are bunched up, just waiting for Alex to catch up. The 2 McLarens at the back of the field. So of course now, so if you look at the field, everyone has actually pitted, apart from Legendary. So it's going to be an interesting end to the race here. You've got Paul there in 4th, very good. I think it's the 2nd race in Tier 1, I believe. As he raced a couple of weeks ago in Tier 1, didn't he? but he's on those hards, so he's definitely on the wrong tyre. He's going to have Fitzy, Kagonia, Epic Shotgun, Finley, Vaughan, they're all going to be all over him. As I say, comes around for another lap. And of course, the more laps, the better, really, for these soft runners. So allow them to... and apparently, Dan Cooking in chat says that the drivers can see the yellow flags. So, yeah. So, 7 retirements so far. So, yeah, 7 retirements so far. I think is that a record for Tier 1? 7 retirements. We usually obviously get quite a high finish rate in Tier 1. The elite. Yeah, certainly this season. I think, obviously you can't hear Jake what he just said, but he says that he couldn't really count Alex out for a podium, which is definitely not out of the question for sure. But it's definitely going to be a hard task for sure. Race has flown by, to be honest, because I'm at 14 already. Elite Risk's joined. He's back in the lobby. And he's almost at the back of the field, but I think he's actually a lap down, isn't he? So unfortunately, I don't think he's going to be able to resume or fight for any points, unfortunately for him. So hopefully around about now, we should be finding out if the safety car's coming in or not. It's usually around the Sector 2 point. Yep, there we go. Safety car is in. So we will have 8 laps of racing. Hopefully we're in for another... No more safety cars, but I mean a few more accidents definitely wouldn't go amiss. Yeah. Right then. Legendary resumes control of the race. He is now in the safety car. He is the pace setter. Obviously, we saw Fury. He actually didn't go until the final corner, so we'll see when Legendary decides to bolt. He's got to warm those mediums up because they're going to take a lot longer. And he's not going just yet. Slow final corner as he bunches the field up even more. He's got his own... Oh, look at that. He's still not going. And he's gone. Oh no! And Paul's at the back of Thomas, and that's Thomas with a 5-second penalty. And Fitzy's got 5 seconds. Oh no! Late penalties galore under the safety car again. And that's Fury Knights down to 5th position. Oh, horrible restart for him. Oh dear. And I believe that is what they call the commentator's curse. Me saying that Fury Knights could win here. And Thomas has got wing damage. And look, oh, he's falling right behind. So Tom's down to 5th position, so he's... maybe Thomas has lost his head, but I wonder what happened there. It's so unfortunate for Thomas again. I mean, he'll probably have to pit. I can't see him wanting to do 7 laps with half a wing. Dear me, and Legendary out there. He's got a second lead on Ken Gornet. Where did that come from? Look at that podium. Legendary, Ken Gornet, and Fitzy. I mean, I'm going to try and curse as much as I can to get a weird result. But this will be Legendary's 2nd win of the season. Of course, only Thomas and Fury have got 2 wins to their name so far. Ken Gornet, this will be his first podium in a while. I can't remember the last time he got a podium. He's definitely got a podium this season, I believe. Silverstone was his last podium in the rain. And Fitzy, I don't believe Fitzy has got a podium because I think I remember writing last week that Fitzy's results, he's got 1 podium. Yeah, it was Fitzy. Yeah, I mean this season because before last week he did 6th and 4th, so he could have been on for podium last week. But he is not as legendary as the fast lap. You got Paul. Did Thomas pit? No, Thomas didn't pit, so it looks like he's going to try stretch it out as the two McLarens get a bit of fisticuffs going. So Addict in the points. So for what was looking quite bleak for Addict at one point, he's now back in the points. As Elite Risk is... Oh, he's retired from the session, that's good. I think he must have come back to retire. As RL Paul in the pits for a new nose. I think, unless we get another safety car, that's unfortunately him well and truly out of the running for any points today. Unless, of course, we get any more accidents, as Fitzy gets a 3 seconds. But he... Sorry? Who's ghosting? Yeah, I did. Sorry, Fitzy. But then Fury Nice has got a penalty as well. Let's have a look at these penalties. So Fitzy's actually already got 6 seconds. Oof. And Fury Nice on 5 seconds. I imagine if we get the clips, then that 5 seconds might come off. Same as Thomas. Pro Gamers in 6 seconds. That's obviously too... Oh, look at that. Pro Gamers made 4 stops today. And I'll tell you what, Legendary's making me like a mug, isn't he? Because I said he was a little mug. He said he didn't pit. I was a bit worried for him. But look at that. He's still out in the lead. I am really cursing everyone today. Okay, Gorniak, as Fitzy is defending from Fury Knights. Good camera on that, and Fury Knights takes 3rd position as Addict gets a 3-second penalty. Strange for him at the last corner. So let's see. Oh, bloody gear glitch. Epic Shotgun goes for the fastest lap of the race. Let's see what the Dirty Air does around. Let's see if Fitzy can go for a Rouge and Radio on fine. He does. Let's get off that view because I hate that sound. Okay, Gorniak, he's winning in the second of Legendary, and he's got DRS. So don't count K Gorniak out for the win here. K Gorniak wasn't really anywhere in qualifying in terms of pace out against Legendary. But if he can keep in that DRS range, you never know. Legendary is very liable to get a penalty. And Thomas is he is, isn't he? Look at that. Thomas rain. Oh, and Thomas a 3-second penalty. I imagine he's running wide with that wing, isn't he? Rather than cutting the corners, as he's holding Finley up. So right now we've got 6 of the 12 drivers, or half the running field have got penalties. Which again is no really surprise here around Spa. It's always one. It's very easy to extend the track limits here. It's very harsh, but unfortunately that is how the cookie crumbles. He's just outside of it, isn't he? He's just outside of that 1 second. Where is the detection? Does it go into turn 1? But either way, Fury Knights is only less than half a second behind him. So he still could see Fury Knights win this race. Fury Knights had so Fury Knights had that 5 seconds. So obviously pending investigations after the race, after that safety car restart, Fury Knights back on for the victory here. After all that. But then look at that, Kegorniak is actually... Do you know what? He didn't have DRS. He did have DRS actually. He's managed to keep Fury Knights behind. His Epic Shotgun up into 4th position. Very good race for him as Kegorniak gets his first 3 seconds of the day. Shame for him. Epic Shotgun looking good. I mean, if he can close that gap, he could be on for a podium here, Epic Shotgun. Will that be his first podium of the season? I think it will be for Epic Shotgun. As Finley finally gets past Thomas, so the first car in that train has got by us. Pro Gamers actually got past. The Pro Gamers up to 7th. Yeah, I think Thomas... It wasn't surprised. Do you know what? If Thomas was smart here, he could pit, and he'll still get out in front of Vaughan, and he could get the race while getting 10th position. As Legendary is down to 3rd place. And is that someone in the wall? Is that someone in the wall? Who's in the wall? Legendary down to 5th position. Oh, what's happened there? That is... He's still got his wing. I wonder if he's a spun kind of here. he spun coming out of that final corner, but as so Kate Gorniak now inherits the net race lead. 3 laps to go then, well 94 laps to go now I should say. Fury Knights, so Kate Gorniak will no longer have that DRS. So Fury Knights, this should really be easy picking for him. And Fury Knights will once again be up into the lead of the race. It's all chop and change here today, and Epic Shotgun is now up into 3rd place, so he is in that podium place now. And Kagorniak actually manages to keep that lead, so he's obviously got a lot of straight line speed in that car. As Thomas up into 8th position, he gets back past Finley. I imagine Finley's cursing his luck as Addict goes around the outside of Finley. They bang a few wheels. Finley back onto the grass, and Addict up into 9th. So we'll see if Alec can get past Thomas now. Legend again in the 6th position. We'll have to see what happened there because he hasn't got any damage. I wonder if he lost it coming out of the purple career, whatever that corner is called. And look at that, Michelangelo. So sneaking to 5th place, Michelangelo once again. I'd say 4 laps from the end. I don't know who I'd vote for driver of the day here. It's been so messy. It's it's hard, very uncharacteristic here from Tier 1, but it's been quite messy. But look at that. Michelangelo, he's got Legendary right behind him. But of course, he will probably inherit that 5th place back if Legendary does get back past him. As we see Fury Knights now, once again, on the tail of Kagorniak, will ride on board with Fury as he gets very close to the gearbox going into turn 1. So then, no ERS just yet. Kagorniak, they've got about the same ERS. Oh, nicely done. He's got a nice one out, and this will surely be it. Can he do it with DRS? It doesn't look. He's not making any. Look at that, even with DRS. He's making minimal gains down that. He's making minimal gains down that back straight. So it looks like Kagorniak has, as Legendary has fallen down to Pro Gamer. Oh, Legendary's not liking this. So he's out of the podium place now, isn't he? So that's that streak gone. Wow. Place is changing all the time as we join on board with Thomas, who's getting attacked by Addict, and Addict is through. Thomas still pursuing with that damaged wing. And another 3 seconds for Thomas. He could do. He's still got the gap as Paul overtakes Vaughan for 11th place. The wooden spoon, call it, just out of 10th place. But to be fair, it's been a good show from Paul today. It's a shame the safety car kind of ruined a few races. So with 2 laps to go now, I wonder if look how close Fury Knights is to the gearbox. I think we'll say in this view today. We've got the rear view here. Looking behind us is Kagorniak as Fury Knights sticks his nose up the inside. And look, Epic Shotgun's only 2 seconds behind, so Epic Shotgun is probably rubbing his fingers here, thinking that he's actually got the net victory here. As Fury Knights, oh look at that! They're rubbing wheels, and Fury Knights, he's got the race win. Well, the race win. He's got the lead of the race now. He's overtaken them on track. And now, if he wants to make sure, he now needs to pull out about, 2 seconds? As Thomas has got back past Addict with DRS, so Addict and Thomas didn't pit. Oh dear. Everything's just going wrong tonight, isn't it, with predictions and what's going to happen. Yeah, it's been one of those races. It's been very enjoyable to watch. It's a shame we're on. I kind of almost wish this was a 100% race. Although we're only down to 12 races, so and Addict's back past Thomas. These two, yeah, having a lot of fun. These two, you can imagine. As Legendary still stuck behind Pro Gamer and Michelangelo. As Fitzy and fourth. Pretty much every car has got the bloody gear glitch now. Epic Shotgun, he's almost out of VRS. Trying to keep up with these lads. But as you see there, he's only pulled out half a second on Kagorniak, and Kagorniak will get, obviously, DRS here. So we'll see if Kagorniak can actually get back, because we now start the last lap of the race. Let's see if Kagorniak can get him back on track. We're wide on board with Kagorniak, shall we? Looks like he's a little bit behind. He's deploying that ERS. Can he get High Rouge? Oh, little wobble there. As Fury Knights an additional 3 seconds. This could be it. This is for the race win, I believe, now. And Kagorniak does it. He's got it. And he's into the lead of the race. I believe that now is a net first place. That is true. That is very true. Fury Knights. So they both got 3 seconds. So Epic Shotgun, if he can, he needs to close that gap, keep that gap, close it down a little bit. But Fury Knights needs to. Oh, it's down to 2.7. Oh, this is going to be close. This could be Epic Shotguns. I mean, he won't get the win, but second place is on for now, definitely. But Fury Knights needs another 3 attempts to secure that second place. But this is, I believe, Kagorniak's first victory, won't it? If he can keep it on the track. Oh, have I cursed it with 1 corner to go? Hopefully not. And look at that, Kagorniak, he's out of the RS. And so's Fury Knights, they're both out of the RS. But it looks like we're here, and Kagorniak comes into the bus stop chicane, or the chicane as it's now just called, and he enters the last corner, he crosses the line, and Kagorniak wins in Belgium. Kagorniak second, will Epic Shotgun move up? He does! It's into the lead! He's won! Epic Shotgun! 0.038! That is astonishing! At first we thought Kagorniak was going to win that, but no, Epic Shotgun at the last possible second. Under a 10th, and he's got the race win, because even with Fury Knights 5 seconds coming off, that is still 3rd place for him. Oh my goodness, what a finish! And Michelangelo up into 4th. Fantastic race for him. Pro Gamer 5th, Fitzu 6th. Wow. What a finish! What a finish! Oh my goodness! And I'm pretty sure that's got to be Epic Shotgun's first race fixture, yes? Wow! The first fixture of the season for Epic Shotgun. What a finish to the race that was! Wow! I would say I'm speechless, but I'm not, because I keep saying wow! What an end to the race. Wow, that is, I mean, who saw that coming at the start of the race? You had the front 5 there with Addict and Thomas and Legendary and Vince, Fury, all looking to kind of be up there, but it all turned on its head, and we had a couple of safety cars. We had Vince retiring himself. Wow. So then, let's go. So, then, Epic Shotgun, first win of this season. Fantastic result. Well done, Epic Shotgun. Second for Kagorniak. Fury Knights, 3rd place. Michelangelo, 4th place. What a race for him as well. Pro Gamer up to 5th. Fitzy in 6th. Legendary, disappointing. Down in 7th. Addict in 8th. Thomas with that broken wing in 9th. Finley gets a point. He's in 10th. Well done to Finley. 11th for Vaughan and 12th for RL Paul. The last of the classified runners. Wow, that was shocking. But right, let's sign up for the night, shall we? If you like that, come join us tomorrow. Jake, what's tomorrow's race for Tier 2? Is it France? Let's have a so yeah, if you like that, come back tomorrow night, 8:30. Tier 2 at Canada. Canada, another track with lots of drama. We'll hope to see you then. Have a good evening. Goodbye.